Ready.
So welcome, Salim. Thanks for joining me today.
Great to be with
If you
you.
could just, thanks. Could you just tell us a bit about OpenExO and yourself and what you've been doing?
Sure. I'm from India originally. Grew up in Canada, schooling and university. Went to Europe for 10 years, been in the US for 20 years, and got back to Canada 3, 4 years ago. Um, I'm one of the founders of Singularity University, where you learn about exponential technologies and exponential growth, which is now driving the world forward very dramatically today, both in positive and negative ways, as we see with Corona. Um, and I wrote a book, Exponential Organizations, on how do you organize for exponential growth. And we've built now an ecosystem around that, which has about 6,000 consultants around the world. And we basically open source tools for transforming companies and institutions.
Awesome. And as you know, I've been part of the community for some time, but in April, something special happened. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. We ran an event called ExO World. We're doing 1 week courses for global leaders around the world. You working with some of the Singularity faculty, and the one in March got canceled, and it was clear then, even then, that nothing's going to happen for most of the year. So we took it online and ran a 3-day online event in a very interesting format that we tested. 3,000 people registered, and people said it was the best event they'd ever been to. Other people said, I'll never go to a physical event again. And basically, we created a template for an online event that's highly engaging and focused on transformation of a domain or a topic or a geography and so on. And so now what we're trying to do is take that model and run it for a number of other categories.
Yeah, and at that event, as you know, a group of us Canadians got together. It was I was at the event. I thought it was special, and we came together as Canadians and really want to take this event to the next level and move that from inspire to action. And you've been, really big part of us putting this on in Canada. So can you tell us why Canada is important to you?
I've lived in about 10 countries around the world for more than a year each. So I'm pretty confused overall, but I have a good sense of what it looks like to live in Europe or in the US or in India and other parts of the world. Canada has some very unique characteristics that make it put it in a perfect position to actually leapfrog and lead the rest of the world. The highly diverse nature, it's a relatively new country. People are very practically oriented. And I think that you add those up, and there's an unbelievable opportunity for the niceness of Canadians, but the leadership possibilities are huge, where somebody needs to step up and say, let's demonstrate what the world should look like. And I think Canada is better positioned to do that than almost any other country in the world.
Yeah, and we're going to just take it on and go do it at this, and starting with this summit, right?
Absolutely. And as Paul Romer said, a crisis is a terrible thing to waste. And I think this is an opportunity to say, look, let's demonstrate by living it how the world should operate, and point and be the tip of the spear for how we re-galvanize and transform the world for the 20th century. We're running the world today with 18th century institutions. And we have an opportunity to transform that. And I think that's the work and the opportunity. And let's have that conversation.
Absolutely. So I'm going to look forward to working with you and working on stage together on September 24th and 25th as we move from Canada into action.
And thank you for taking on this initiative. This is awesome to see this type of gumption, and very nice to see in Canada.
Awesome. It's going to be great.